Try betaflight auto ladding, they said. It's good, they said. Yep, straight into the ground like a fucking dart. Well, shit. Not quite the start to the video that I was planning on, but you have to make do with what you've got, don't you? Well, as you no doubt can tell, this video kind of went to shit really before I had even started, so what I'll do now, I'll give you a quick run through what the original plans were for this video, then I'll show you what actually happened while I was filming for this video, and then we'll see what happens at the end. Right, let's go. So, right, yeah, my original plans for this video, I've always sort of had GPS on my 7-inch quad. I've even got it on my little 4-inch long-range quad there. I've never really used it much. I've tested it a few times when I've been out, just clicked the return to home switch, and it's kind of turned round and flew back towards me, but I've always taken control of it and landed it myself. But because I have a background in flying DJI drones, that's what first got me into this hobby, as I'm sure it did most of you lot and all. I always liked the feature with that of return to home. You know, it used to turn around, come back and literally land within 4 foot or wherever you took off from. So I was kind of wanting to test really. The original plan was get me 7-inch, send it out 2 or 3 times, click return to home, set it up so that it was going to land, have a little landing pad and just see how accurate it was. But yeah, things didn't go to plan. So right, instead of me waffling on, I'll show you the footage now so you can see what happened. Well, so here we are, up the field. Probably not the best day to come and do this. It's like 2 degrees, so it's that cold. I'm having to, I'm having to actually keep my batteries in my pocket just to try and keep them warm. But we just come to the local field where I come now and again. I thought I'd come here because it's pretty straight run between, you can see behind me there, there's like a set of power lines that side, and there's some smaller ones over this side. So it's a pretty straight, good run, sort of straight up there. Because what my plan is, first thing I want to do really with the first pack is just test to make sure this actually works, because I've done all the settings and that on it and I haven't actually tried it yet. So first thing will be to try whether it actually works. Right, so what the plan is, I don't know if you can see here, I've got the quad on a little takeoff and landing mat that I used to use when I was flying DJI drones. So what the plan is, we're going to take off, go maybe a couple of 100 metres forward, and then we're just going to flick the switch and see what happens. And then if everything works well, we'll do it 2 or 3 more times, and we'll just sort of see how accurate we are and how close it gets to landing back on that pad. All right, now left to do now, but I'll go for a fly. So let's go. Now, as you no doubt gathered from that first bit of audio I played there, the wind did get up slightly, so it kind of made the voiceover that I recorded at the time no good, so I'm having to do a little bit of a dub now. So yeah, the plan was heading down across the field in between the power lines to kind of where the lump is in the middle, like the high point, maybe 100, 150 metres away. Sort of get myself orientated really, and then kind of just flick the switch and see what happened. So there we are, flick the switch now. You can see the quad punches up slightly, which it's supposed to do, and then it starts heading back. Now the movements are quite jerky, but this is being controlled by betaflight, so it's probably to be expected. Now the issue sort of starts when it gets to maybe 20 metres away from me, and then all of a sudden, well, shit. That didn't exactly go as planned, did it? So I think we better go have a look at that. Well, there she is. Well, everything looks alright. Bit of dirt and mud and stuff on everything, but let me just get over here and have a look at it. Yeah, that was really weird, man. I just sort of checked back on the DVR on the goggles there, and it just seemed to, I don't know, it seemed to be coming back all right. It got back to, maybe 20 feet in front of me, and it was almost like it fail-safed and fell out the sky, which it shouldn't do really, because I've got fail-safe set to resort to return to home. So kind of bizarre really that. I was going to give it a little fly about now. I've got it down on the ground there now, just getting sat. Can you see it? Where? Well, I don't know where it is. There, that's it there. Fucking little camera on GoPro. But yeah, that's where I've got it there. I'm just going to take it for a little fly about now, just to make sure everything's all right, and then we'll have another go, see how it goes. All right, bear with me. Yeah, man. So that was really, really weird. I've just had a little shakedown flight there. Nothing too dramatic, just up and down the field, a couple of rolls here and there. Everything seems to be working fine. So I suppose the only thing we can do now is try again. Now look, I've got the same as last time. I've got the quad on that little mat there, and we're just going to go up to the top of the hill this time, and we're not going to go as high just in case it plummets to the ground like a fucking stone like it did last time. So right, fingers crossed, try that again. Right, we've got 16 satellites, so we should be okay. Let's say we're going to stay low this time. I wonder if I'm maybe getting some interference, something from the pylons, maybe. I don't know really. Like I say, my link quality and everything seems fine, so it's not. Right. 100 metres, relatively low. Fuck it, let's click it.
GPS.
Well, fuck me, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. I've come down, this time it's sort of come down in this field somewhere behind me there. Something really bizarre going on. I've got absolutely no idea. Right, we'll go see if we can pull this quad out the fucking ground this time. I better take this with me just so I can find the beeper. Look at the state of my boots, man. Well, as far as I can tell, my quad's in this field behind me here. Luckily, there's a little, looks like a little gap here that I can maybe squeeze through. Bearing in mind that I'm 6'7" and 20 stone, and I'm crawling through a fucking bush for you lot. And to get my quad back. Right, so we're pressing the button on here now.
Buzzer active.
I can hear it straight in front of me.
Buzzer active.
There she is.
Default.
Oh, fucking hell. Doesn't look like it's broken. I say, luckily the mud's really soft, so I think worst case scenario is I'm going to have to split it all down and clean it. Right, yeah, typical there, isn't it? I climb on my hands and knees through the bush, and then as soon as I look up, there's literally a gap there I could just like walk through. Well, quad returned, and after a quick inspection it looks like there's no damage. So again, I've got away very, very luckily with that. Soft mud helps, so it's literally just gone splat onto the ground. I don't know why it's not working. I genuinely don't know why it's not working. Camera needs a bit of a clean on the front, I know that. Like I say, I haven't checked the DVR yet, but I know usually when it powers off, DVR stops, so you don't see the fall, you just see the aftermath. Well, you guys do anyway. I see the fall in the goggles, but I don't know. I'm absolutely... If anyone's got any ideas, let me know in the comments. It's absolutely bizarre. See, how I used to have this set up before was just to return home. There was no landing part of it, so I don't know whether the landing part of it's confusing it. You know, it's an F7 flight control as well, so it's not like it's, you know, limited. It's, wait, I don't know what they are now with H flight controllers and what have you, but F7s used to be pretty good, so whether they still are. But yeah, I know one thing's for sure, I'm definitely not putting it back to return to home and land, because the fucking landings are hard, I'll tell you that. I think we're just going to put it back to, wait, I say return to home. I keep saying return to home. What I mean is, I used to have it on return to home where it'd come back and sort of loiter above you, you know, almost circle above you. And that always worked absolutely fine. It's ever since I've switched it over to landing, it seems to shit itself and literally fall out the sky. So, right, so there's not a lot else I can do here now. I think it's time to get home. I'll get this quad cleaned up. We'll plug it into betaflight, put it back to how I used to have the settings before this, and then I'll have a whinge at you for a little bit, and then that'll do. Right, so let's fucking get home. It's freezing. And there she is. Mud's dried off a bit now, so I'm back home. Finally back in out the cold. Yeah, genuinely mystified to what happened there. Absolutely no clue whatsoever. I don't know if you can see that I've got betaflight on in the background. I'm going to clean this quad up and plug her in and sort of see if I can figure out what went wrong, really. I'm not going to do that in this video though, otherwise it's going to be fucking half an hour long, but if anyone's interested in me sort of troubleshooting this and trying to figure out what it is, let me know in the comments, and I'll maybe make another video on that as well. Yeah. Well, this isn't exactly the video I hope to make, and it's not the ending that I wanted to make, but this is where we are. So anyway, thanks for watching the shit show. If you did enjoy it, please think about giving a thumbs up and subscribing, and we'll see you in the next one. I'll try not to fucking crash from 50 feet. Bye.